Good evening, everybody. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. I hope everybody had a good day. I wanted to start this a lot earlier than I am now, but it was one thing after the next today. The criminals have gotten into my laptop, and as a result, it took me hours to get into my laptop and read my email. And then, as I was reading my email, I had to walk out of my house for a little bit. And when I came back, they had rebooted my laptop. So it took a long time for me to get in here. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. And I am grateful for everybody that has joined the channel. Welcome back to the new subscribers and the old subscribers. My name is Lorraine. I'm going to read something that was written by Karen Stewart. She's a retired NSA Intelligence Analyst. And she wrote this in 2020. It's called American Sheeple. How easy it is to get Americans to betray each other's constitutional, civil, and human rights. Pretty damn easy. Just ask the people in this town and in this neighborhood in which you live who take bribes daily to do so. You see, the Department of Homeland Security is running a huge scam on this country through the FBI-run fusion centers, which they create in every state after 9/11. Supposedly, the feds and local authorities fuse or share information there about terrorist threats. See something, say something. However, since their creation, fusion centers have been a giant black hole for billions upon billions of dollars, which they somehow have never been able to account for. Their bread and butter is what's called a Suspicious Activity Report, or SAR. Theoretically, 1 to 2 people can report a suspicious activity, even a vague definition, and it supposedly will be investigated by professionals. If found of concern, the FBI submits a request to the now infamous FISA Court, gets a warrant to surveil the person, then fusion center personnel quote-unquote investigate and take action to collect evidence, arrest, or neutralize, quote, the threat, unquote. How often has it actually happened that a bonafide threat was authenticated and neutralized? Never. That's right, folks. Never. Then, where is all that tax money going? Well, it goes to building more and more fusion centers, 80 and growing, and this is in 2020, folks. Hiring more and more officials, giving them nice offices and unwarranted prestige, buying them expensive cars, pretty little uniforms, nice shiny toys, bigger and bigger budgets, and more power to boss everyone around, just like the Gestapo. In actuality, there have never been enough terrorists inside the USA to rate such an explosion in the police state. However, the real job of the fusion centers is to manufacture terrorist threats. Yes, fabricate. Just like Lieutenant Thomas Mantle of the Manalapan, New Jersey Police Department labeling me a terrorist threat with disorderly conduct for walking on my own driveway that I lived on for 30 years as the original owner. Yes, folks. We are police state when the police are the criminals, like Lieutenant Thomas Mantle of the Manalapan Police Department and his boss, the Chief of Police, Michael Fountain, who labels his own police officers enemies of the state. I digress. Yes, folks. Fabricate. The fusion centers have infiltrated everywhere you can imagine to set up a snitch network, but these civilian mercenaries, among whom you live, are actually paid and trained in the art of vicious harassment, Zersetzung, and covert torture and murder with high-tech weapons made for the battlefield. Now in the hands of greedy little civilian monkeys thanks to the scam. Instead of investigating a real incident or person, fusion centers merely pick a convenient victim and fabricate a false dossier to use as a reason or ruse to persecute, torture, and murder the victim extrajudiciously, which is outside the law, for profit. In fact, since 9/11, this persecution network has become so expansive that no known location is outside its reach. That means they can get you anywhere. I wonder if that's why Elon wants to build a rocket to Mars. To keep such a vast network busy, we must have hundreds of thousands of victims, if not millions, with several million low-life wannabes, thugs, fools, and sociopaths enlisted into the ranks of secret fusion center citizen assassins. Never mind that secret standing armies hiding among the populace are totally unconstitutional. They are, in fact, considered insurgents, as are those paying and directing them. And insurgents are traitors, folks. The military-industrial complex, MIC, has finally succeeded in creating that ideal moneymaker, the never-ending war on you and me, with no need to even send troops overseas or continuously fabricate various justifications. Just expands into Homeland Security. Turn the FBI fully loose on the American people as the predators they have always been. Enlist fusion center Gestapo-minded petty potentiates to further enlist the moral, intellectual, and character-challenged dredges of society into the greatest army of cowards the world has ever known in order to prey on the decent people, to cull the herd of humanity of some of its very best, because they do not fit into the MIC envisioned dystopia of the future as the fusion center reprobate proxies do. Now, with the COVID-19 hyped false flag ploy to strip you of even a pretense of your freedoms, the fall medical arm of the MIC police state Gestapo is expanding their secret citizen army with another tentacle called contact tracers. Clearly, the same people are training this army of intimidators and snitches as train the fusion center civilian snitch assassins. And likely Antifa, the wolves meant to drive the sheep into their pens for permanent safety under their new overlord's watchful eye. We are here on the brink of complete tyranny because as a people, we could not have each other's backs, live and let live, nor respect each other as human beings. A significant and alarming amount of our neighbors under certain circumstances see others merely as easy prey, and so they eagerly brought into the preposterous fusion center lies that their targeted neighbors are suddenly terrorists, pedophiles, traitors, making the undermining and destruction of America fully possible when no outside enemy could have. They are the same type of useful idiots the Bolsheviks used to sink Russia into socialist totalitarian rule for decades a century ago. And since the Russian useful idiots were correctly identified as immoral sellouts and money whores, they were exterminated by their new overlords once they had served their purpose and put their psychopath masters into power. Oh, I've been saying this for a long time. Fusion center sellouts are hence useful idiots and traitors. Amen to that, folks. Please like, comment, share. Leave your questions down below. And tell me what you think of this wonderful expose flyer by Karen Stewart. It is called American Sheeple. Okay, folks, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. This gives you something to think about. Please share this. This is really important if you feel inclined to do so. And I'm going to send this off now, and I'll be on to recording number 2.